Hello, my glorious friend. It's your friend Kevin. I'm here with my friend Freddie the Teddy and Patrick the Bear, and this is your divine message of the day. All right, here we go. You know, when there's a lot to say and a lot to get to, I never know where to start, but I am going to start with my. Where do I start? All right, let's just introduce the cards because that will be better. We have Happier Me affirmation cards right here by Ariond. I cannot wait for Radley Valentine to produce his Angel affirmation deck, which comes out the end of the year. And then I'll be going with that one. All right, so here we go. Everything that is happening now is happening for my ultimate good. Always, you are always guided and supplied with whatever you need to grow. The challenge with us, all of us in this human life, we don't necessarily always get it. We don't necessarily always understand it. We are again using Carl Gray's 22 Archangel Oracle deck, which is brand new, just came out, I think, beginning of June. I just adore this deck. I like learning about the different masters and the different archangels. This one's no exception other than the image, which is a little different image than what I've ever seen before. And we have Archangel Jeremiah. Now, this Archangel of the Week is here all week with a message that actually pertains to our subject of the day. But more importantly, when I introduce them, I like to introduce, well, why are you here and what do we need to do? Because the words underneath this card said personal responsibility. Now, I'm going to admit I'm a bit of a rebel child. And I like the fact that I came here in this earth spirit physical lifetime to have that choice between the choices I make is my choice. Free will, they call it. We have free will when we're in a physical body, and I haven't always made the choices that have been ideal. They have been somewhat, I like the word ratchet. They've been a bit off. Anyway, when I read this personal responsibility, I had a bit of a reaction. And I then went inward. Why am I reacting? Asking my guides and angels to come in. What is this reaction about? And the reaction is about how we have made choices that other people have not benefited from. And they've not been for the highest good of more than us. In other words, been downright selfish. So that sends me into a tumbleweed of more, oh my goodness gracious me, guilt, shame, all those things, which is not really the purpose. Taking responsibility, personal responsibility, is cleaning up the inner work so we can go forward in joy, in happiness, in harmony, in balance, in peace. The challenge is it's a little bit like cleaning out those cupboards, either side of the television console or wherever where you keep your stuff. You know, when you got company coming over, you don't want them to see all your tchotchkes hanging out and all your bits and bobs in your mail, so it all gets shoved somewhere. So this card, Archangel Jeremiah, is not necessarily telling you to get the polish out and the dusting cloth and start doing all that, but dust off the inner work. Take responsibility for the choices that you've made. It's an opportunity right here, right now, for inner growth. So that landed. If we want to live in peace, if we want to live in harmony, if we want to live in love, if we want to live in kumbaya, if we want our spiritual gifts to share with other people, we also have to be inner working with ourselves at the same time. So this is about the energy of forgiveness, waiting to be called inward to us and embodied. So Archangel Jeremiah and all your other guardian angels are here giving you that opportunity to step back and review your current situation before you step forward in this number one day. If you have received feedback or you've sort of been shown that your choices and actions have not been to the highest good of someone that's around you. Maybe they feel a bit slighted, and you can tell when the look on their face or the phone doesn't ring or something. And your intuition, if you are a spirit warrior, is going to be telling you this person seems to be off. This person seems to be a bit not so balanced. There's got to be a clearing. It's important to own whatever you did. It's not an easy step to take that responsibility for the actions that may have caused harm to others. I'm not saying it did. I'm just saying this week is an opportunity for you to look at it. We've got that full moon. The last quarter moon is coming up next weekend. Time to sort of release things so you can make room for other things. I would also go as far as to say that many, many, many times we have to own things that we weren't necessarily intentional about doing. Sometimes we make choices. I find that those people who take management positions or positions, that bloody camera going again, management positions or positions of power where they're over the decisions of other people. And they make decisions that affect people, and sometimes people get upset by it. It's important, if it wasn't intentional, to make sure the people that may have gotten slighted, marginalized, felt upset, don't feel seen, don't feel included, that they get a voice. And sometimes that voice, once you give them permission to let it out, you get to the truth, or their version of the truth. We're in a number one day. Number one day is working with the significant card of the Nine of Cups, or Nine of Water. In astrology, it's where Jupiter and Pisces come together, or Jupiter and Scorpio come together, depending on what it is you want to do. The spark of creation is what it's about, really. Manifesting your ideas, bringing your joyful wishes into the fold, going far and beyond financial abundance. This is like talking about your career, talking about what your big plans are for the future, and allowing your third eye magic to go to work with your visualizations. So Archangel Uriel and Raziel comes in to work with this number one energy, and you've got the power of Jupiter in Pisces and Scorpio. Focus on positive details, upbeat details, details that embody good energy and ambitious energy. Now, if this is a person, thank you, Beatrice and Gertrude, with that card. If this is a person, then they are determined, they're brave, they're a go-getter, strong, they're full of originality. I am a one person. My whole chart adds up to 10, which reduces to 1. This today is adding up to a 10 and reducing to 1. So I can speak to that go-getter activity, full of originality. My energy is off when I am feeling melancholy and I don't really understand why. I like bored, like what's going on, like I was a couple months ago. We're using the Archangel Michael Sword of Light Oracle deck today by Radley Valentine. These images have been produced by Echo Chernik, a great artist. I haven't really worked much with some of the decks she's done. I've done mostly Jennifer Hawkeye. So let's see, Gertrude and Beatrice. Now, I asked earlier, oh, look at this, I love this. I asked earlier where they were, and they showed me, again, a garden, being outside in beauty. But more importantly, it was a field of sunflowers. And in the middle of this field of sunflowers, there was a clearing where these two were. Gertrude was sitting on a swing, just gently lulling back and forth. And Beatrice was like gently pushing her. So this message from them is to be in the seesaw of heaven and earth. Go inward with your meditation. Manifest a plan of gratitude, a plan of love, a plan of harmony, a plan of just where you can clear out those uneasy feelings. And remember that Saturn on Saturday is going to go retrograde. That's about organization and step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, all that stuff. goes retrograde on Saturday. Let's see, what does our card of the day? Oh, I should get to my isms, shouldn't I? Today is your canvas, paint a day of endless possibility. The evolution of who you are is always improving, and I am accepting and allowing all the changes in my life with a grateful heart, and so it is, wherever they land for you. Well, no word of a lie. We've got number 44, double angels. You will manifest what you need. You know, it's interesting. This is the number one day, all about that, magical new beginnings. We are asking to forgive the indiscretions of the past, clear up the mop up stuff. Now, I want to say something real quick. Well, I'll get to that in a minute. Okay, thank you, Beatrice, because she said, hold on a minute, go to the card. Thank you. All right, express gratitude as if your plans have already come to pass. Trust that your angels are bringing you the assistance that you need. They always bring assistance that we need. And I'm always saying thank you for being with me today in all ways, in all things, in all directions of time and space. Let there be no limit to the ways in which you help me and assist me and keep me going. Incidentally, there are 44 cards in this deck. This is the last one. Archangel Michael, the angelic realm, brings you this gift and says, high priority. You will manifest whatever you need. So it is time to make those big plans, make those amazing goals, and know that it might seem like there's just no way this is only going to happen. But that's absolute piffle. Your guardian angels and Archangel Michael work to bring you the resources necessary to move forward with your magical life purpose. So they're also arranging all the meetings that you're supposed to have with the people that you're meant to have them with. So find the physical space you may be in search of to provide whatever financial needs you need. I mean, everything we do is for our highest good. So Beatrice, you stopped me and I was about to go. You did. You said, oh no, get on with the card of the day. And I completely lost the train of thought. Oh, Gertrude says, well, you weren't. She's saying, yeah, well, that's done on purpose. You're meant to get to the subject matter, not run off on a tangent. I think I was going to talk about, look, here's the tendency that what we tend to do when we're in a physical world. We all tend to go looking for, when we're asked, you know, forgive the past, go to your people that you might have unintentionally upset, however, we all go and look for it. We go look for that thing. You know, it's a bit like when you find out somebody had an accident, or you find out somebody passed, or you find out some kind of awkward situation that you discover, news, right? Some people call it gossip. The tendency for the physical reaction or response, you want to know why? Here's the other part about living a physical world, in the physical world that we live in. The why doesn't matter because it's happened. It already happened. Why it happened, how it happened, who made it happen is immaterial. It's what happens with it next that matters. That's really the message. I have learned about myself in the past, and this is where maybe forgiveness comes from, that I've not only judged others, but then when I realize that's not kind, I forgive myself for it. But when I see someone else doing it, I want to judge the person that's judging the other people, which is, again, right back in that bucket of this isn't a good thing. So, however you feel about certain things, and right now, that news, if you pay attention to world news, I don't. If I need to know what the weather's doing, I go look out the window. I'm not tuning into channel 99 or listen to somebody who's hanging on to a light pole because the wind is at 160 miles an hour. Fool, get inside. Really, I'm serious. That is ridiculous. And there may be people that call what I'm doing ridiculous. Yeah, really? See, there I go again. It's that Gertrude is that part that brings you that levity and that lightness and that silliness. Sometimes we can be silly, we can be frivolous, and it's a question of finding that balance and that harmony so that what we say comes out with love, what we say comes out with truth, what we say comes from the divine. And I think the divine has a sense of humor, for sure. Everybody wants to laugh and giggle. Everybody. I mean, everybody. I heard a story yesterday about somebody who's a friend of the channel. She knows who she is, who is so excited. I'm still tittering about it because I think it's amusing. About her website, getting everything out there, and I'll let her share the story about how she chose the name and all the rest of it. So she's choosing this name for the business, and she's getting messages that are entertaining, we will say that, of a nature that was not necessarily intended. And when I heard it, I just could not stop, and all day long I had this crazy titter on my face. When I say everywhere I went and everywhere I turned the corner, I saw rainbows and unicorns. And now I've said that, some of you are going to know who I'm talking about. Oh gosh, this is what I'm grateful for. This silly, nonsensical sense of humor that sometimes can go awry. Archangel Jeremiah is not here to beat you up over the things that you may or may not have done, or make you go into this, confessional box where you are, dear Holy Mother, Father, I've done some things I shouldn't have done. If you shouldn't have done it, if you're feeling awkward about it, go inward. There is some meditations out there that are wonderful for doing the clearing and doing the forgiving without actually confronting the individual. They're lovely. Just go up. I might even find one and then see if I can bring it to you. I've talked enough. This is going on long enough. I love you all so much. Your comments light me up. And until tomorrow, big love. Oh, don't forget, Friday the 28th, go on my website, look at the events column, and you'll see what's going on. Bye for now. Hey everybody, we hope you've enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to like, subscribe and share it with all your friends. Here's a QR code if you decide you'd like to get a private personal reading with me. I'm available most evenings and on the weekends. Just go over to the website, book in what session, 30 minutes, 60 minutes, and then fill in the contact information and I'll be back in touch. And if you feel kind enough, here is a link to my donation button. Energy exchange of any amount is always gratefully received. Until next time, be well, be blessed, and thanks so much for watching. Bye.